Alrighty then. Hello everyone. How we doing? We good to go? We'll just give it a couple of seconds, make sure everyone who wants to be here is here, and then we will get started. I forgot to schedule the stream, so it's just using the same settings as yesterday. Let me know if there's any issues, but yeah, we should be good to go. As I said, I've stopped making the announcements as much on the stream, and GJ is pushing up. I've just got the alert on my phone. Don't know if you can see that. No, you fucking can't. It's blurry as fuck. Fuck it. I got the alert. We'll see what happens. So, yeah, I've stopped making alerts. Or I've stopped making announcements on the stream. Good afternoon, Dan. How you doing? So it does look like the viewers have dropped, but what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to basically just kind of grow this a bit more organically than basically stuffing it down the Discord's throat like I'm live, because that's not good for anyone. So yeah, it is a Friday, pretty dead, pretty dead what's going on, but we shall get started now. So fundamentally today we're going to just very quickly do this because I've just got an alert that GJ is crossing an area which looks quite important. So Canadian dollar, Canadian news, core retail sales, that's all we had to worry about today. Nothing else for the rest of the day. Now if we go on to here, you see Bitcoin has been shooting up. We are now exactly where I wanted to be, which is perfect. We got a nice longer term accumulation here as well. But what I'm looking for is this manipulation into this fair value gap, and now we can start looking for our entries. What we want to see is this fair value gap closing like this. This candle closing inside this fair value gap. My English is fucked. This candle closing inside this fair value gap. Hi, how you doing? And then, obviously, looking for that candlestick pattern, and we can take a move to the downside. This is a 4-hour BPR, which I was expecting to get filled, so we may end up very quickly moving to the downside, very, very quickly. A very explosive reaction off of this. The 15-minute has wicked up into here, doesn't seem to have a bottom wick, so we might even flip. So we might end up having to just take an entry here and risking it for the biscuit, which I think I might do. I might just take the entry here, to be honest with you. I'm feeling good. It's all right. I'm going to risk 0.5%. I think I might just do that. I think I'm going to get in here. We'll see how this goes in the next couple of seconds whilst I'm loading the position up. Going to risk just under half, or around about half. Going to see how this goes now. Looks good. So that's the candle flip, I think. Yeah, we're expecting the candle to flip. It's got 11 minutes left. And I have got in here now because we've wicked straight up, no bottom wick. Like, it's the 4-hour BPR. So the candlestick pattern, it may form eventually. It may eventually form. But it may also not because it's very explosive. So I'm just going to risk it here. To be honest with you, I'm risking half. I've just won a trade. I've just won like just over 1% on a trade. So even if this goes sour, we will end the week up. So I'm taking my entry here, to be honest with you guys. Not often that we get an entry on stream, so I'm very happy to take this now. In front of you. 196,450 will be my ultimate TP. And my stop loss is going to be just above this high here, which gives us 198,494. There we are. We'll see how this goes now. We're already up nicely. Which looks good. But we've wicked straight into this 4-hour BPR. Very, very strong. A 4-hour fair value gap is very strong, let alone a 4-hour BPR. Taking out this liquidity over here, as you can see. Plus, obviously, coming into the premium zone of this as well. The candle had no bottom wick. Very, very high likelihood that we were going to flip, and we have flipped here. Obviously, we're going to look at management spots now. So where can we manage this trade? Well, we can look to manage around about here. We can look to manage here. And obviously, my full TP is the other side of this, being just down here. But yeah, we're in the trade now, risking 0.5%. Usually I wait for the candlestick pattern, so it may take a little bit to, to play out. But I do think the likelihood it plays out is very high, considering we're at a 4-hour BPR. A lot of nice confluences suggesting we're going to move down, which we went over yesterday. Exactly the exact analysis that we were talking about on the market outlook yesterday has occurred, par the candlestick pattern. Now, the reason that is just how quickly we went up into that fair value gap. If we just gradually got there and then, okay, we were up there now. We didn't just explode in like a couple minutes. As you can see, we went boom, straight up, boom, wicked it, boom, flipped, and head down. So I took my entry here. We're up nicely. We'll see how this plays out. I think I'll be quite aggressive with my stops, considering, we're in without the candlestick pattern. So when we do get the opportunity to move to break even, I'm going to take that very quickly. And that would look like something, like a fair value gap to the downside. We move to the downside, we form a nice fair value gap here. Maybe we come up and respect it. Then I'll move to break even there or something along those lines. But, what might happen here is we might actually continue up here, then form the candlestick pattern, then come down. We may do that. So, beware of a little bit of drawdown here, but it does look like it's going to be a very efficient trade. We'll see how this plays out. And as I've just said, I wanted to take this trade because, one, it's perfect for the stream almost. Second of all, it's I can afford to risk that. Like, I can afford to risk 0.5% ultimately. We may end up waiting for the candlestick pattern and then get the move down, or we may just go down straight away, and I can risk that 0.5% taking that bet. Plus, the likelihood that we're going to just kind of break through this rapidly is very, very low. It's a 4-hour BPR. We've just filled it, just filled the imbalance. Plus, there is this liquidity here, which we've just took. We're due a bearish retracement. So I'll see how this goes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, the exact thing we were looking at on the market outlook is playing out exactly how we wanted it to on the stream. So we're going to leave that now. We're not going to look at that, really. We're not going to pay too much attention to it because, it messes with the psychology just staring at the trade. I like to go away, set some alerts. What we're going to do is we're going to set alerts for these areas. So we're going to set an alert here. We're going to set an alert here. I'm also going to, we don't really need to set an alert here, but we're going to as well so I can see what happens. So we've got a few alerts here now, ready to go. But I did end up taking a Bitcoin trade today as well. And as you can see, I have closed the majority here. I just want to walk you through this very quickly. What's going on here. So I seen this AMD. It wasn't the best entry. Like, it wasn't exactly what I look for, but it was good enough for me. Considering, So we have a 1-hour fair value gap here. We have, the liquidity here. So it's like internal range liquidity here. And we also had this, double wick inside the fair value gap, completely respecting it, which is also a candlestick pattern. It is a tweezer bottom of a move down. So we do expect a bullish retracement, taking out this liquidity, respecting the fair value gap, and a bullish retracement on top and the cherry on top for the bullish retracement being the double bottom like the tweezer bottom candlestick pattern. Then I was looking at my management spots, as I always do. I seen those liquidity here. There's also a fair value gap here, a BPR, a 15-minute BPR, which you can see how well we respected that on the 15-minute time frame. And then I noticed, obviously, here as well, we could target, and also ultimately this up here. So this was my full TP. Originally, I was actually going for this as my full TP, but then when I seen that this had been took, we've got no bottom wick, like we had no bottom wick on this candle, pushing up exactly what was going on GBP JPY now. So the exact thing that I took my entry for a short on happened here. We'd pushed up basically into the BPR, just pushing outside the BPR, but taking out this liquidity, no bottom wick on the candlestick there. So I closed the majority here. I closed what would give me just over 1%. So I've secured 1%. I'm break even now. I'm letting this play out however it wants to play out. But yeah, also one thing I'm going to start doing is basically like pictures. So it's going to be like kind of like trade recaps, more of like an analysis of the trade that I took. I'm going to be doing that on the Fast Track Trading Instagram account. So if you want to search that up on your phone, whatever it is, if you want to see that, make sure you're following the Fast Track Trading Instagram account, because there I will be posting these kind of things, like with all these, call outs here, these messages here, like being like, I closed here, got in here, blah, 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 with a picture of, the result. So keep an eye out for that. Another thing, I'm more active now on my X. So I'll tell you my stop loss now. I'm more active on my X account, on my Twitter account, starting to tweet a bit more regularly. If you want to catch that, you know where to go. The stop loss is 198,494. That's where my stop loss is. As I said, we may end up getting the candlestick pattern, but because we're in a BPR, because of how that candle formed, and you watched it play out in front of me. You watched it come up here very quickly, come down and make a bottom wick exactly how I wanted it to. Because of that, because of the BPR, I got in here instead of waiting for the candlestick pattern, which kind of does go against my plan a little bit, but we have the confluence to make up for it. We have the context. We know what we're doing here. We have the intuition, but I'm risking 0.5%. So if it fully plays out, that's great. I'll make a couple percent maybe, or just over 1%, something like that. And if it doesn't play out, I'm still going to be up for the week at least 1.5% because of the trade we took. The 2.5% because of the trade we took the other day. I think that made us 1% or something. I'm not sure. Can't remember really, but looking good. If you want to catch, this analysis basically on a post, on a picture on Instagram, check out the Fast Track Trading Instagram account. All that lovely stuff. But we're going to basically just chill now. Like, this is the analysis. We're in this trade. We're letting this play out. We're in the GBP JPY trade. Just letting that play out as well. Seeing what's going to be going on here. If you want to play it safe, obviously make sure you're risking the right amount, but also make sure you can, you wait for that candlestick pattern. I got in a little here because we can expect an explosive reaction off of a 4-hour BPR. BPRs are very, very explosive. You don't kind of get the chill and then move down. You kind of get boom, boom, straight back down. Gold is just a mess. I think I said to wait for the consolidation or something. We have that here. Looks like we have a manipulation here, which we may come up and take out this up here. USD JPY. I think I was looking at that with a course member. So we don't really need to look at that. But as you can see, we are starting to consolidate here. GJ is melting as we wanted to see. Looks like it's pushing down now. We're just going to kind of, like, we're in the trade. We took analysis. We've done the analysis. We're in the Bitcoin trade. We've done the analysis. There's nothing else to look at, really. So if you've got any pairs you want me to look at, give us a shout. Other than that, we're literally just going to be sitting here for like the next 10, 15 minutes staring at this. Great psychology practice. Oh, also, as I said, I am going to be, what's it called? I'm going to be moving to break even, very quickly. I'm going to be quite aggressive with my stop loss here. Might take partials at the stuff at certain locations as well, certain levels. I'll be looking to take partials, be aggressive with my stop loss, that kind of thing, simply due to the fact that we do not have the candlestick pattern. We might have to come up and make that at some point if we're going to continue down properly. But we'll see how it goes. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like it's coming back to my entry. How's that candle opened? Is that opened with a top wick? Yes, it looks like it has. My TP is my full TP. I got basically 3 TPs, I guess you could call it that. TP1 is 197,200. TP2 is 196,600. TP3 is 196,385. But as I said, if you want to get in, it's best to play it safe. I took a little bit of a risky entry here, waiting for that fair value, waiting for that candlestick pattern. You know, it's not guaranteed that we'll form that. So, you know, play it safe. Don't be stupid. But that's my TP. My stop loss, 198,500. TP1, 197,200. TP2, 196,600. TP3, 196,385. But I don't like watching it. I don't like watching my trades. It's very annoying. Bitcoin looks like it's coming to entry, so it's probably safe to write that off. Somewhere around there. Gold. Messy. There's not much to discuss today. It is Friday. Make sure you're liking up the stream, guys. Does really help me out. We're almost at 3k subs as well. I think I was talking about that the other day, you know. We're literally at, I can remember the date, like, I think I might even be able to get it up on here, how many subscribers we had a year ago. I don't even think I had 7 a year ago, and those 7 obviously were not real people. Well, they were real people, but it was like my family, you know what I mean? 365. So November 000 all the way to January 000. Then the first 3 subscribers came on the 28th of January 2024. I had 3 subscribers. Mad. And then boom. 3 point. Oh, that's views. They are subscribers. So the 3rd of February is when we got our first subscriber. Madness. 2 subscribers on the 3rd of Feb. Now we're at, what, November? Almost at 3k. Doing nicely. Bitcoin's reversed. GJ. Nice. Can I move this back up here now? Pretty boring stream. You know, I've took a trade on stream, which is a very rare occurrence. It's very rare that, you know, we like have it overlapping where I'm taking the trade and also streaming at the same time, because it's not a specific. I just open the charts and look for positions. It's kind of like a continuous cycle. But yeah, there's not much to do now. There's not much to do. So I don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do. Just sit there and talk about shit. You know? Yeah, Florida. Going Florida. You know, might as well talk about that. Looking forward to that. So, about that actually. Might as well talk about it. The whole week of the 11th, I'm gonna be not streaming. You know, it's not that I'm necessarily taking a break, but it's more the fact that November the 11th is a bank holiday anyway in America. Then on the 13th and the 14th, I'm flying out to Florida, so it's like really it's kind of like only what, the 12th, the 13th maybe, and the 15th, but definitely not the 15th. So it's like 2 days, there's no point streaming. So the whole week of the 11th, I'm not going to be streaming. But then when I do start streaming again, which I think will be the 18th, I will be in a new location for a couple weeks. Bitcoin's reversed. Also, I think I'm going to be doing like a cool YouTube video as well. I was thinking about this, right? I wanted to find a way to where I'm going. I'm going to Florida, Orlando, Florida. You know, my girlfriend loves Disney and shit like that. So, oh my days, fucking hell, Bitcoin. Yeah, she loves Florida and that. Plus, it's my birthday. She wants to take me to Florida. So we're going to Florida, staying in a villa for a couple of weeks. I'm not sure like the actual place in Orlando. I can't really remember the name. It's like Kissing Me or something. Kissing Me. Something weird. Oh shit. Oh, for fuck's sake. And my camera dies. Get in. We gotta go back to this shithole. And Bitcoin has got a big white candle. Sorry about this. For fuck's sake. Where is it? Video capture. Back to the baghead camera. Get in. Right. Okay, we should be alright now. So yeah, we're going like, it's like Kissing Me or something weird sounding like that. No bro, I follow your AMD rules as work. Love from India. Love to see it. Happy it's working for you. Keep it up. Let me know how you get on. But yeah, we're going to Florida. Staying in a villa for a couple weeks because my girlfriend just loves Disney. So we're going there. We're going to all the Disney parks. So yeah, the YouTube video. That's what I wanted to tell you about, the YouTube video. So I was just chilling and I thought like I really want to find a way to give back. And I know like they do them YouTube, like you seen the TikTok videos where it's like they'll make like a stupid amount of like waffles and syrup or some shit and give it out to like a bunch of homeless people. That's what we're going to be doing. And I figured it'll be a good YouTube video because I'll obviously be in Florida, be in Orlando. So we're going to be doing a video, I think, on like cooking up a massive fuck off meal, like whatever it's going to be, like rice, meat, you know, all that. A nice meal because I am a good cook, believe it or not. We're going to be cooking up that, giving it back to the homeless, getting up to that, going through Disney. Will be a few videos on Disney, all that stuff. Which broker do I use to be able to open positions directly on TradingView? Now, I don't do that yet. I still use MetaTrader. I'm looking at actually going into doing that on TradingView. I think I spoke about that yesterday. The way I do that is you just use a general broker. Like there's a bunch of them. I think I was looking at it. You know, all these here. I would use Pepperstone or IC Markets or Awanda. They're the free ones I've used. You know, I've used Capital.com too. Lost thousands at the start of my trading. But you know, you can use pretty much any one here. If you just go to your trading panel, it will show you what ones are available to be used here, and then you just go from there really. So Bitcoin's pushing up nicely. GJ doing its thing. But yeah, expect to see, you know, some nice videos in Florida. That's pretty much all it is. I really want to fucking go to the Everglades as well. Have you seen that guy on TikTok who he just like walks through the Everglades barefoot? I want to do that. I really want to do that, but not barefoot. I'm not that experienced. He calls them swamp puppies or something. He yoinks them. He goes yoink and picks up all these like mad snakes and like alligators and shit. I really want to do kind of stuff like stuff like that. Just walk through the Everglades and see what's going on there. Well, you know, there's not really much to do today, guys. Like, you know, I don't want to sit here talking about myself. I don't really know what else to talk about. Like, there's nothing here. We're in the trades, letting them play out. That's all we got to do now. We've set managing the stop loss on GBP JPY accordingly based on when we break through fair value gaps, break through liquidity, all that lovely stuff. Bitcoin seems to have completely flipped, which is great for us. I think we're up now a little bit more. I was like down to like $30 or £30, whatever. Now I'm up again to just 150. Pushing, floating, GBP that is. What, is it? No, it's USD. So it's like 100 GBP. So I don't know. But yeah, there is nothing to do. Let's see what there is. See if there's any cool things we can do on sources. It's just fucking images. There's no games, really. Play some music. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what music Streamlabs offer. What ration of leverage is good? I think you mean ratio, yeah? Probably do. It's probably just a spell mistake. Well, a good ratio doesn't really matter. Like, you know, a good ratio for a $30 account will be the same good ratio for a $100, $400, $400,000 account. You know, it's not really about using higher ratios when you're on a lower account figure. So use 30 to 1, you know, the general stuff. If your broker offers 100 to 1, maybe do that, because some prop firms, if your goal is to get funded, some do 100 to 1 as like a requirement kind of thing. So yeah, pick 30 to 1 or 100 to 1 and stick with that. I'd stick with 30 to 1, you know. But then the question, it like kind of begs the question, like, what's the point in trading on a $30 account? There is no point. What I recommend doing is you can actually, if you could get your hands on $45 or like $57, I think it is. If you get your hands on that, you know, if that's through saving up, if that's through like a wage, whatever it is, if you get your hands on that, save your money, keep your money, don't do anything with that. You can buy a 5K funded account. So instead of trading on a $30 account just because you want to make money really badly, and let's be real, you're either going to risk stupid amounts and make pennies, or risk normal amounts and make peanuts. No point doing anything on a $30 account, regardless of the leverage. So just go onto a demo account, open a demo account for 5K, you know the score, trade on that demo account, wait till you're profitable on that, then pay for a 5K funded account with like $57. Hey Rodrigo, how's it going? If GJ reversed, what I should... I don't know what you mean, sorry. If GJ reverses, just let it breathe. If you've risked 1% on this trade or less, you have nothing to worry about. Like, if you've risked your whole account, if you've gone all in, if you're relying on me to pass a funded account for you, shit like that, and you've gone all in, well, that's your own fucking fault. But, you know, if you're risking 1%, 0.5%, you got nothing to worry about. So let it reverse, whatever you want to do. That's good going. We'll see how that goes. Keep me updated. I really want to know how that goes. If you need any help as well, Dan, obviously just give us a message and I'll help you out. You think you've got me on Discord, haven't you? You've got me on Fast Track in the Fast Track chat as well, in the private chat. So if you need any help with that, just tag us. I'll help you out, or DM us on Instagram as well. No worries, Derek. Happy I can help. Hey Rodrigo, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Bitcoin, oh my days, is Bitcoin just oh my days, jeez. Looks like we're going for a full TP. It's crazy. There's the distribution. That's the distribution done now. We don't necessarily need to go any higher on... Oh shit, that was the worst straight line ever. We don't necessarily need to go any higher on on Bitcoin. It looks like we probably will though at some point, maybe after a lower time frame retracement. Jeez. No worries, Dan. Sorry about this baghead camera, guys. I'm like a homeless guy teaching you how to trade here. It's the Mac one, like the built-in one to my Mac. I don't use a PC, I have a laptop. Obviously, you got to compensate with the RAM, but works well. 16 gig. But the camera is fucking shite. Let's see if Bitcoin goes to TP now. If Bitcoin goes to TP, if it keeps pushing up like this, I'm going to sit here until it goes to TP. We'll see what happens. Be a nice little way to end the week with a TP hit on stream. See how that goes. GJ's melting down too nicely. Exactly what we want to see. Filled that gap in that it's just formed, and now it's pushing down. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. Couldn't ask for a better Friday afternoon. I don't really a network, like I do talk to a few ICT traders. There's a few of them. I don't talk to them on a personal level. I talk to them, not really on a personal level. There's a few, yeah. Kimmel, Darius, Trade Sharp, Harry, a few other guys. Don't talk to them personally. Like, I'm not best buddies with them, but I do talk to a few of them from time to time. There's Louis as well, but again, don't talk to him much. I've only been doing this for I don't know how long, less than a year, 8 months. I've been teaching people. I took the step from personal funded to mentor funded. I don't really call myself a mentor, but what else am I gonna say? Teacher. But it's been 8 months. It's gone nicely. There's a few traders I talk to now and again. If you guys help me out with the format and stuff like that. But yeah, there are a few guys. Some of them are nice. Some of them are fake. I'll let you know now. But I'm not gonna, not gonna start that shit. There's the whole conspiracy that ICT himself is a fucking scammer. Or, whatever you want to call him, a fake trader. I think if you've heard of the Robbins Cup, if you haven't, search up go on X, go on Twitter, and just search up Robbins Cup. And you'll probably see something about ICT. He basically, his concepts work. It's very strange. His concepts do work. I know it. I use them. I know it works. You see me use them. You know it works. You see other people using them. You know it works. You probably use them yourself, and you know it works. But he can't trade. If you've seen him trading live, oh my days, jeez. I think it's kind of I think there's a term in science. Someone told me this the other day. It's the term about science. You can overlearn something, and there's a term for it in science. And I think that's kind of what it is. You'll learn so much that it kind of everything contradicts it. Because then it's all these fancy ICT concepts there's fair value gaps and stuff like that. But then there's order blocks. Then there's PD arrays. Then there's power of 3. There's all this bollocks turtle soup. There's all these things, all over the place, and you're oh, this fair value gap, oh, this invert fair value gap here, blah 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 blah. You do so much analysis and you see so much shit going on that you just burn out. You don't know what to do. You've got to just find your edge. It's probability. It's not a 100% win rate thing. It's not you can win every trade. It's not really that. It's not possible, really, is it? Given a long enough time frame. And I think the way ICT trades, because he is the teacher, he is the mentor's mentor. He knows everything. He invented everything. So it's kind of he knows so much shit. There's so much shit going on in his head that he knows about that he's trying to use all at once. It just kind of overanalyzes and just goes horribly wrong. I don't know if you've seen that. If you haven't, if you're interested, just search up ICT Robbins Cup and you'll see a bunch of videos. I think there's E-Man Trading as well. If you've heard of E-Man Trading, he's a pretty cool guy. Never spoke to him, but pretty cool. If you search him up, E-Man, it's I-M-A-N. there's a few videos on like fake trades like Casper SMC, ICT, Raja Banks, you know, all those big guys, the big fish, about how they're scammers, how they're liars, how they're frauds, all this shit. And I think another thing as well, like, you know, don't get me wrong, I don't think he's 100% right. I think, like, it's kind of like cat and mouse. Like, if someone, like, if you're proving yourself constantly, when you stop proving yourself, it's going to look very bad. But if you don't prove yourself at all, it's also very bad. It's like, it's a very strange thing. You've kind of got to show your authenticity, but not show it too much, because then it's kind of like you've got to show it all the time. And then if you don't, you're a scammer and a fraud. It's very strange. It's kind of like cat and mouse. You can't really ever win with that stuff, so you never know for sure if someone is a fraud or a scammer, or legit. Like, I don't think E-Man's right 100% of the time, but I think ICT, like, you could call ICT a scammer, you can call him a fraud, whatever, but his concepts do work regardless. Do you know what I mean? Bitcoin come down to test that inverted BPR or inverted fair value gap, whatever you want to call it, and it's bounced off of it. That's the lower time retracement I was telling you about. What's GJ doing? Looks like it's reversed again. GJ reversed again. See how that goes. I got nothing else to do now, guys. Like, we're just going to let this play out. I'm going to get off now. Nothing else to say, really. Like, we're just sat rambling on about fuck all. So, yeah, I'm a head out. I got nothing to share. We're going to just see how Bitcoin plays out. I'll let you know when I have a trade hits one of the places. Looks like this is going to push up now. We'll see what this gives us in the next couple of seconds. But, yeah, I'm a head out. I'm done for the week. This is it. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Nothing else to share. If you're in the paid course, if you've got paid course access, there's not going to be any live lecture today. It'll be tomorrow probably. I have to push it back a little bit so it can keep popping up. I was a bit busy today as well. That's why I wasn't really active this morning in the Discord server. Had a few things pop up, got to take care of. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, I'll let you know specifically if there is going to be a live lecture. But when there is one, which will either be Saturday or next week at the latest, there will be a candlestick full guide module live in the Discord. And if you want to catch that, it's like the second link in the description. Join Fast Track Trading. But if you're new here, I don't make announcements when I'm live. I've stopped that now. Hence the drop in viewers. Trying to build it a little bit more organically. A bit more of a nicer community rather than just people flying in and flying out all the time. So yeah, that's it. That's me done. Got nothing else to share. We're going to let this play out. We got Bitcoin completely reversed. We got GJ seemingly heading into drawdown now. Not really the best sight, but as I said, I'm risking 0.5% here. If this loses, it is what it is. Nothing really to worry about. Because we've secured 1% on here. Looks like we're going to be securing some more profits. So, yeah, I'll let you guys know how that goes. I'll see you guys on Monday, 2:30 p.m. BST, every single day, every single weekday. New York live, New York stream. Nothing else to share. I am done for the day, done for the week. Enjoy your weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. Make sure you're reviewing your journal. Make sure you're journaling your trades at the start, really. Then make sure you're reviewing the journal. Make sure you do some back testing. If you're on a winning streak, do some back testing until you go to a losing streak and humble yourself. If you're on a losing streak, do some back testing until you go onto a winning streak to just kind of boost your little morality. Boost, whatever the fucking word is. Emotion. Make yourself happy so you're not depressed about the losing streak. But that's all I've got to share for today, guys.